Apple's 5-year plan to completely redesign the iPhone. No notch, no cutout, no camera hole. Apple has always led the smartphone industry with sleek, forward-thinking design. And now it looks like the company is preparing for one of its most radical iPhone transformations yet. If the latest reports are accurate, the tech giant is planning a multi-phase, long-term redesign strategy that will eventually bring us a truly all-screen iPhone. That means no notch, no dynamic island, no punch hole, and no visible sensors on front, just one seamless slab of screen. The bold vision could become reality by 2030. According to display analyst Ross Young, a trusted source when it comes to Apple's future plans. Here's an in-depth breakdown of Apple's rumored 5-year roadmap, what we can expect from each phase, and how this could reshape the future of smartphones. The goal, a true all-screen iPhone by 2030. Apple's ultimate ambition is to deliver an iPhone that offers a completely immersive, edge-to-edge display with zero visible interruptions. This isn't just about aesthetics. It's also about function, user experience, and pushing the boundaries of mobile display technology. For Apple, achieving this goal means finding a way to hide all the front-facing components, including the Face ID sensors and the selfie camera, under the screen without compromising performance or reliability. As easy as that sounds in theory, it's a complex challenge in practice. Apple is known for only adopting new technologies once they meet the company's notoriously high standards, particularly when it comes to security, image quality, and power efficiency. That's why this transition will happen in 3 distinct phases. Phase 1, 2026 smaller cutouts in iPhone 18. A subtle but critical step. The first step toward Apple's all-screen vision could begin as early as 2026 with the launch of the iPhone 18. According to Ross Young, Apple is preparing to shrink the existing cutout in its front-facing design, whether that's the current dynamic island or some other configuration. In this phase, some Face ID components will still remain above the screen, but Apple is expected to move other sensors beneath the display, beginning the slow migration toward complete invisibility. This may seem like a small change at first glance, but it's the foundation for a much larger transition. Some conflicting reports also suggest Apple might skip the dynamic island altogether and go straight for a small hole punch design, which would represent a departure from the design language introduced just 2 years ago. However, no design has been confirmed officially, and Apple could still be testing multiple options in-house. Phase 2, 2028 most Face ID components move under the display. Fast forward to 2028, and Apple is expected to achieve its second major milestone in this design journey. By then, most of the Face ID components, including the infrared camera, dot projector, and flood illuminator, will reportedly be moved under the screen. The only visible element will likely be the front-facing selfie camera, which will remain as a small punch hole cutout. This change will bring the iPhone closer than ever to a full-screen display experience. Imagine watching videos, browsing the web, or playing games with no distractions on the display, no notch cutting into the screen, no black bars or overlays, just a near-perfect visual canvas. However, integrating biometric sensors beneath the display presents numerous engineering challenges. Apple would need to ensure that Face ID remains as secure and reliable as ever, even when key components are hidden beneath a layer of glass and pixels. That's a high bar to meet, and it's one reason why the stage is still 3 years away. Phase 3, 2030 the first iPhone with zero cutouts. Full display, no compromises. By 2030, Apple could finally unveil what many fans have been waiting for, a completely all-screen iPhone with no visible cutouts, no selfie camera hole, and no external Face ID components. Both the camera and all Face ID sensors are expected to be placed fully under the display, delivering an ultra-clean front panel that looks like pure glass. If achieved, this would mark a historic turning point in smartphone design. For over a decade, iPhones have had some sort of visible front element, from the original bezels to the notch to the dynamic island. A seamless screen would offer a futuristic look, but also raise important questions. How will the under-display camera quality compare to today's standards? Can Apple maintain its reputation for stellar selfies and secure biometric authentication? These are issues the company will need to address before launching this design at scale. A surprise twist. Special anniversary iPhone in 2027? While 2030 is considered the end goal, some sources believe Apple might try to accelerate parts of this transition. According to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, Apple is planning a special iPhone model in 2027 to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the original iPhone. This anniversary edition could feature curved edges, super slim bezels, a nearly all-screen front, possibly even under-display components. If true, this device might act as a testbed for Apple's next-gen technologies, offering a preview of what's to come in the iPhone lineup, while also giving fans something truly unique to celebrate the milestone, Apple's internal testing and technological hurdles. As exciting as these reports are, it's important to remember that Apple's plans are not set in stone. Many of the rumored changes are still in early development, and timelines could shift depending on a variety of factors. Placing sensors and cameras under the screen is technically possible, but the quality trade-offs have so far prevented mainstream adoption. Apple is also known for testing multiple prototypes before finalizing a design. Even now, analysts like Ming-Chi Kuo suggest Apple has not locked in a design for its rumored foldable iPhone, which might arrive around 2026. That means that even as Apple eyes a 2030 goal for an all-screen phone, hardware readiness and supplier capability will play a key role in whether those timelines hold. Conclusion: a future worth waiting for. Apple's 5-year design plan for the iPhone is nothing short of bold. From smaller cutouts in 2026 to hidden sensors in 2028, and finally a completely seamless display in 2030, the journey toward an all-screen iPhone is filled with both promise and complexity. If successful, Apple could once again redefine the look and feel of smartphones, just as it did with the original iPhone in 2007. But as always, the road ahead is filled with uncertainties, innovation bottlenecks, and technical limitations. Until Apple officially announces its plans, all we can do is watch, wait, and get excited about what the future may hold.